Welcome to Ravi Shree's University YouTube channel.
Welcome back all to English Coffee House, an initiative by Ravi Shree University. Today on day 7, we work on idioms and phrases in English as part 1. Yes, idioms, idiomatic expressions and phrases, phrasal verbs, which we can use in our communication. What are these idioms and phrases? If I take an idiomatic expression, the words are something, but the meaning is something else. I cannot take the literal meaning of the idiomatic expression as it is. We have several words in that kind which we can use to make our communication with an added flavor that makes the listener listen in a very attentive and a better way. We can call it today, we are in a butterfly world. I simply say the word called a butterfly world. Butterfly does not mean that it's just like taking the forms of a caterpillar to a butterfly. Butterfly is a colorful world. We are in such world. Well, we'll begin with a simple expression of weather. I am under weather today. If I use the expression called under weather, it simply means I am feeling sick or low today. I feel something feverish. I don't say I have fever. Rather, I simply say I am under weather. That's the first one which we can learn today. Second, the climate around us is not always the same. It keeps changing from day begin to day end. So we begin with the word called at dawn and dusk. From dawn to dusk, D-A-W-N, dawn, to dusk, D-U-S-K. Dawn to dusk is an expression to say from morning till evening. I work from dawn to dusk. 2. We'll go for the third one. The third point, again in climate, I can say if it is heavily raining outside and you are unable to move out at all, I say it's raining heavily in a general English. But with an idiomatic expression, I can put it as it is raining cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs. If I take the literal meaning of the sentence, is it raining one cat falling down and dog falling down? Obviously not. Cats and dogs is an expression to say it is raining heavily. Generally speaking, what happens when a cat and a dog fights? If a cat fights the dog, it makes a hell of a noise. So when it rains heavily, you hear or you have an auditory effect of lots of raindrops falling down and making a thundering sound around us. Thus the expression came with a birth called it's raining cats and dogs out over there and I cannot move a step out. We'll go with the fourth expression. The fourth expression, if we want to talk about solving a critical problem, a very difficult situation, that critical situation is called as untying the Gordian knot. G-O-R-I-D-I-A-N, Gordian, K-N-O-T, knot. We know what are knots. Take two threads, tie it up a little tight, and it becomes strong. So today, as a sales executive, I need to untie a Gordian knot. I can use this expression when I talk to my manager. Sir, I have untied the Gordian knot of my sales issue. So I have resolved the problem. We'll go with the fifth one. Fifth one is a simple one which we talk about. Generally, we talk about weakness of a person. Yeah, not everybody is complete or Mr. Perfect human being. Everybody has a critical point. We call it as the weak point of a person. This weak point of a person in an idiomatic expression comes with the idiomatic phrase called as Achilles heel. Achilles apostrophe heel. You know, foot heel, right? Heel, heel, not Heal, heel. Achilles heel. Laziness is the Achilles heel of Mr. Robert. It is his Achilles heel, means it is his weak point. I like my friend Mr. Robert, but he has an Achilles heel in him, that is laziness. So I make a statement saying laziness is the Achilles heel of Mr. Robert, my friend. We'll go with the next one. I suppose you are noting down and taking down whatever the idiomatic expressions we are using, which you can use in your daily communication. We repeat to the idiomatic phrase now, that is, do not beat around the bush. In my video of day 6, we ascertained this idiomatic expression. Let us not beat around the bush when we write notices, when we write letters. Beating around the bush is an expression like, telling the presence of your nose around your head, right? The nose is straight. So do not beat around the bush. Tell exactly what you want to say. So that's an expression to say, do not beat around the bush. Be specific. Be accurate. Be direct to the point. Well, next one, which we can use in our daily conversation or communication. Yes, it's Hobson's choice. We have a phrase called Hobson's, Hobson apostrophe S. Hobson's choice, Choice. Choice. Hobson's choice is like this. When 10 options are given to you and 10 members are there, 9 people only can make choices. The 10th person has no choice. He has to take the 10th item which is put in front of him. So it is choice, but taken as compulsion. You have to take it, that is left over there. So Hobson's choice is a compulsory choice. That's the irony called there is nothing but to choose, only what is just there set in front of us. So it's the Hobson's choice. Next expression which we can use is to make matters worse. To make matters worse is in a way when even we write or when we speak, already we have been facing lots of difficult situations. Now we have made matters worse. Example, in a cricket match, lots of balls are being bowled and batsmen are losing their wickets already by one after the other, and the 10th wicket has already come within the shortest point of time. Thus I say, to make matters worse, even the bowlers at the fag end play could not make the game and they lost it. Right now we are in a very critical situation where the world is experiencing the kind of impact of viruses. So day by day everything is coming into light, affecting the humankind. So we say, to make matters worse, a new virus has come up and affected humankind. Well, such expressions which we have been using are part and parcel of our communication and adds flavor to it. We'll go for several phrases which we can also look into and make our language easier, at the same time effective. Like in day 6 video also, we use an expression, hit the nail on the head. That's also to tell the fact as it is. Do not mince matters. Do not cover up things, but tell the thing as it is. If I take a nail which we drill into the walls with a hammer, we need to hit the nail on the head. Only then the nail drills deep into the wall. So it's a sharp, pointed, and fixed to the axis point. Thus, if I have to communicate something, I always say, do not beat around the bush and hit the nail on the head. Thus, your matter is directly communicated to the person who is listening to. Then, of course, we have other phrases as well, like set off, set up, set out. We'll take these three. Set off, set up, set out. Set off. Can you set off the apples and mangoes in the basket? Set off is to separate things, to divide them into two separate elements. When a particular boss asks his employee, he can also say, can you set off the points specifically and submit me a report? That's set off expression. We'll go with set up. Reliance has set up a new branch in my locality. Reliance has set up a new branch in my locality. Set up means to start something or to establish something, to begin something new as an establishment. I'll go with set out. Set out. Out, the word itself tells, it's something going out of the fixed region. So set out starts as an example. I set out my journey today to New Delhi. Set out is begin a journey from one place to the other place. So let's discourage our expressions, I am traveling to Delhi today. Instead, we can say, I am setting out to Delhi today. That's set out. We'll go with the phrasal verbs like look. Look after, look into, look at. Well, let's take these three. Look after, look into, look at. Look after. Like, when the manager of the bank is not there, the cashier looks after the banking affairs. Look at the sentence. When the manager of the bank is not available, the cashier looks after the banking formalities. Looks after, reasonably speaking, means taking care of or bearing the responsibility on his shoulders. So I casually say, my mother looks after me very well. My mother takes care of me very well. My brother looks after us, after my parents. That's a way to say look after. We're going to look into. Look into. Look into can be also used as investigation or looking at something very carefully. As we are in English coffee house today, we have the concept of using dictionaries. We are not using manual dictionaries. I guess That's what we are in the world of e-wheels, which we were discussing in day 2. Yes. When dictionaries, of course, your mobile dictionaries, we look into the dictionary to find out the meaning of a given word. So look into is to search for something, to interrogate. The police inspector is looking into the case. He is not looking into the case with eyes. He is using his mind. Right? He is working on his mental intellect into the case. So it is an act of thought process. Look into. We'll go back to the last one. Right? Look at. Look at. Look at it. Look at this point on the board, which we are discussing today. Look at this. It's a physical observation of the eye. But look at is also a meaning, means paying attention. Look at him. He is jumping over the wall. Look at him. Pay attention there. Look at the kid. He is falling down. Means just attend to his need. Thus, your phrase is called looking, look into, look after, and look at pay a lot of impact in our words too. There are several other phrases, several other idiomatic expressions which can help us in boost up of our daily communication, which we will be covering up with another episode of idiomatic expressions. Till then, keep enjoying, have fun, great time. And if you like our channel, give a like and subscribe to English Coffee House, initiative by Ravi Sri University. Bye guys, have a good day.
Thank you for watching Ravi Sri University YouTube channel.
Please like, share, comment and subscribe.